Running.
48 take 6.
Action.
What's interesting for me with this is you have the idea of biotechnology and the use of technology that's implanted into a human in a much more subtle and insidious way, but it's the same thing. Watching people, because of the ability to see something that's coming through your eyes that is then relayed back to a camera somewhere, is just as bad, if not worse, than having someone that's got a machine gun as an arm. And it becomes more insidious because it's less obvious. And as it's less obvious and easier to use, that technology becomes commonplace.
I think I worked on Through the Lens, the screenplay, for about a year. I started just after I finished my degree. And I had a couple of months left in London to burn. You know, I still had the house and I had a little bit of my student loan left over. So I thought, you know, let's start actually coming up with an idea for a film. And I'd go off to Holborn every day and sit in Cafe Nero for about 10 hours and order one coffee. And I'd go there every day, and you know, by the time I had to move out, you know, the lease was over on the house. I'd got a first draft of a treatment for a film that I wanted to make, about, you know, set in the near future. It was written. I started writing it around about the time that the revolutions were happening in Libya and Egypt, and for me at the time, one of the most interesting aspects of the whole thing was that there was a point during the revolutions where they just switched off the internet in Egypt. They just flicked the switch, and then effectively all internet use from that country went dead. And I thought to myself, well, if they can, you know, if this is actually happening right now, what would it be like? Let's imagine a future in which it's happening here. It's happening, you know, in England.